There is something happening, and I'm coming on because I feel like this wants to be shared. I intended on doing these recordings every day, but every day hasn't felt right. I really, rather than being, consistent about it or sticking to some sort of pre-imposed goal, listening to the urge feels like a truer way to tune in and do these. And I am going to tune into the sensitive collective again and apologizing for that noise in the background. I just walked over to a cabin and turned on the heater, but I'm going to turn it off because that is distracting me. So what seems to be coming up is something related to masculinity. Again, the themes of this month, this new moon intention, have been to release anger from the body, from relationships, and I very much feel that in the heart space. And it's almost like as that anger clears, there's this new masculine that's able to enter the heart of a feminine being, the sensitive collective that's listening to this. And I'm going to see if there's any links to support that. So let's tune in and see. There's a permission. At the solar plexus, water element. And I feel a lot of constriction here right now, almost like wanting to move around my solar plexus. Almost like there's a burp stuck is the feeling, but it just feels like a lot of constriction. Something related to the constriction and the water element in our bodies. Our water element gives us permission to release the toxic masculine. And it feels like it's corded at the solar plexus, almost like he's been coming in through the solar plexus. And we're releasing him. There's a permission. We give our solar plexus permission to relax. And it's funny, I noticed myself, I work in a group of beautiful masculine energies, and I say beautiful because I feel all of them on their essence level, a problem of the sensitive woman who has the ability to feel into everyone's highest essence. But there's a lot of dissonance in the masculines I work with, and I can almost feel this shift happening of not almost like being unaffected by them in a way that in the past I wasn't. I was in fear and almost being controlled. And now it's just like, it's just a releasing in a very healthy way that doesn't feel like fuck you or I'm more powerful. It's like none of that. It's just like unaffected, which feels really, really true of just disassociating or disconnecting from any masculines that have been coming into my solar plexus and freezing me. And I know that I play a role in this because I love the masculine so deeply. As a feminine being, I adore masculines, and I can see how sometimes that love, whether it's because the love was formed with that dissonant energy at an early age, and it was almost like, not to use psychological terms, but trauma bond, if that feels natural. I feel so much moving in my solar plexus, like so much burping, so much freedom, and I even feel a difference in my voice. It's like I'm so used to sitting down at this computer and working inside this workforce of mostly men and feeling just so much fear and drive and pressure, and like I have to move in a way that doesn't feel good for my body, but also like I would like to still exist within that structure in a way that does feel good for my body. And it's almost like this is what this link is. It's like allowing the freedom to exist in a world inside systems where there is dissonant masculine energy, and being able to just be unaffected by it, and thus in transforming it, not having to leave it or like run away or move into a different system where the coherence is there. It's like there's just too much dissonant masculine energy on the planet. We can't do that. So it's existing within these systems, but being unaffected by them and thus transforming them. And I feel this so strongly as a woman, like it is my job to transform what is around me. That is what I am here to do. And it's not by doing anything. It's just by simply being and, disconnecting from patterns and sick ways of being. There's a permission. My father gives himself to move into a higher resonance. And it's just, again, that transformative effect that embodying this, I'm going to say new femininity, but it is a new masculinity too. It's like they're coming together, what that does to the different dynamics in our lives. And it's often like when a link like this lands, then it connects to some other dynamic that's in our energy field that may still be playing out. And it's like our fathers are moving into a higher resonance too, so that our actual fathers, whether dead or alive, inside of us, outside of us, however their active memories are playing in our systems, it's like they're moving to a higher resonance. And this is the work, right? It's like you're transforming the genetics. I don't really know about epigenetics, but it seems like this is what we're doing. It's like we are the ones doing this work and transforming everything around us and inside of us, because that's how it works. It's linking to our family lines and just bringing in a higher masculine energy into the family lines. And I feel like as I'm speaking this, that it's like you come in with such a strong love for the masculine as a feminine, and you fall in love with an incoherent masculine energy. The pain of that, enduring the pain of that, but while still keeping your heart open and knowing that there is a truer, higher, more beautiful sort of masculine energy available, is the work. And I feel almost emotional about it, because it's like, Jesus Christ, like so painful to fall in love with a dissonant masculine who's abusive to the feminine and objectifies her, doesn't let her feel, just destroys by not paying attention, and everything that the dissonant masculine on this planet is doing. But yet the female still keeping her heart open, like, because the love that she knows available is still, it is there. Like that is powerful and brave and fucking like the most beautiful love affair that ever did exist, because she remembers and she knows that's what she's here to receive, is his like beautiful love. So it looks like that higher form of masculine coming into all of our family lines. I'm in this cabin, and I have an animal spirit deck in here, and I'm getting to go look at the deer meaning and to read that out loud. So just bear with me for a second. And, as I'm looking for the deer, I'm just feeling into that intention of releasing anger this month, and like how much as a feminine being who's been in love with an incoherent masculine, while never forgetting what's possible in the masculine, but like how much anger there can be. And, like I'm not a Me Tooer or part of that movement, because I know that I have that inside of me, but like that anger, while perhaps justified at the masculine, like really needs to be let go of, and the love needs to come back in, like the deeper love that is possible, versus like the anger of being hurt by that masculine and whatever level. And that's the only way to receive him, is to, yes, feel the rage, yes, feel the extreme pain, because that's been a part of the journey and the legacy that's on this planet, but also letting go of all of that so that he can come in to her. Deer. The deer is loving, intuitive, graceful, and the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but it is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. And I really feel that for us is sort of like there's no longer a place for anger at the masculine. It just doesn't exist anymore. It's like the forgiveness and the return to the love that is there for them, for him. And I'm speaking about the him, right? Like just that protective, supportive, present, open-hearted, strong, so sensitive and gentle and just gorgeous masculine. It requires us to be that deer, that absolute gentleness and compassion. Like that's how it's met. And it's, for me, it's like a complete deletion of victim consciousness, of the feminine being a victim in any way to the masculine. And yeah, so it's true, definitely true. But let's just end that storyline. There's something else for the solar plexus. Something else for father. Father energy. And I'm sorry, I'm burping so much. We give ourselves permission to transform father energy. And again, it's just like hammering that home. And it's done through love. How about end session?